Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of the Destiny Weapon Review. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the exotic pulse rifle, Red Death. Red Death is a low rate of fire, high impact pulse rifle. Each burst fires 3 shots. For the purposes of this video, all graphics on screen will show the number of shots required to kill targets, but I'll mention bursts as well. In PvE, it takes a wide variety of headshots and body shots to take out low and mid-tier enemies. While Dregs and Thrall go down without too much of a fight, things like Goblins take a little more firepower, killing with 1 burst if all shots connect to the core, but taking up to 3 bursts with no crits. It should be noted that a lot of enemies will take 1 less body shot to kill if you are using the perk Aggressive Ballistics. For example, Goblins normally take 9 body shots to kill, but with Aggressive Ballistics, it only takes 8. However, this does not apply to every enemy. High-tier enemies with elemental shields require 10 shots to remove their shield, with the Fallen Captain and Hive Wizard taking 4 to the head or 12 to the body, Vex Minotaurs taking 12 to the body, and Centurions taking even more to bring down. Once again, the use of Aggressive Ballistics means that breaking the shield these enemies have requires 1 less shot, bringing it from 10 shots to 9 shots. In PvP, it can kill in as little as 6 shots or 2 bursts to the head, while requiring 9 shots or 3 bursts to the body. Each shot to the head deals 36 damage and 24 to the body using Aggressive Ballistics. However, 8 shots to the body deals 192 damage, which is not enough to kill high armor targets, which is why you need the 9th shot if you only hit the body. Hitting a full headshot burst followed by 1 headshot and 2 body shots also deals 192 damage, which will kill some players, but high armor targets once again will require an additional shot, meaning that 5 headshots and 1 body shot will be the most consistent kill with 2 bursts. Time to kill is as fast as 0.67 seconds when getting the fastest kill possible, which is 2 bursts, and in between 1.03 and 1.16 seconds when getting a 3 burst kill. Red Death's rate of fire is slow for pulse rifles thanks to its high impact, at 366 rounds per minute or 122 bursts per minute. Its reload speed is very fast at 2.2 seconds, the second fastest reloading pulse rifle in the game, and this can be sped up even more through upgrades. Magazine capacity is above average for the low rate of fire high impact pulse rifle class at 27 rounds, with a maximum reserve capacity of 288 rounds. Red Death's handling is great because of its low rate of fire. Its stability seems low, but the weapon itself is very stable and essentially comes back to center before you're able to fire the weapon again, with its recoil going straight up and slightly to the right or to the left. However, each burst itself kicks the rifle moderately up, making long-range engagements slightly more difficult. Aim time is 250 milliseconds, with weapon swap time being around 1 second. Hipfire performance is good at close range, but tapers off beyond it and should be aimed whenever possible. Red Death's range stat is low, so sticking to mid-range combat is the ideal, as trying to fight at longer distances will see very reduced or non-existent damage. As for the upgrades, the first column features Accurized Ballistics, Field Choke, and Aggressive Ballistics. Field Choke slightly upgrades range at the cost of stability, while Aggressive Ballistics slightly upgrades impact and stability at the cost of range. Field Choke provides a very negligible amount of stats, while the impact boost on Aggressive Ballistics can play a factor in killing certain enemies faster. The first main upgrade is Unflinching, which makes this weapon easier to aim under fire. The normal penalty for getting hit while aiming varies from weapon to weapon, with the actual penalty being that your aim gets knocked around while you're being hit by enemy fire. But with Unflinching, Red Death's penalty is much less so, enabling you to stay on target if you're getting shot. The second column of bonuses consists of Snapshot, high caliber rounds, and single point sling. Snapshot increases your aim speed from 250 milliseconds to 200 milliseconds. High caliber rounds gives your shots extra staggering power in PvE, but does not increase your impact or weapon damage. On the stat page, when you switch off of high caliber rounds to something else, you'll see the smallest red line indicating a very slight impact loss. However, you do not lose or gain any damage from this upgrade, only the stagger. Single point sling gives you faster weapon swap times from around 1 second to 700 milliseconds, and increases your movement speed while aiming, but by an unnoticeable amount. The speed increase is maybe 2%. The second main upgrade on Red Death is the conveniently named Red Death, which heals you after every kill and speeds up reloads. When you get a kill on a target, your health immediately starts to regenerate. The reload speed bonus increases reload speed by 27%, bringing your reload time from 2.2 seconds to a lightning quick 1.6 seconds. The rate at which your health regenerates when procced by Red Death is dictated by your recovery stat. The higher your recovery, the faster you will regenerate your health. With a high regen build, your health will regenerate about 22% faster compared to a no recovery build. As for the recommended upgrades, you're going to want to roll with a full power build for PvE. Aggressive Ballistics gives the highest impact boost, and for PvE, high caliber rounds is incredibly useful for its easier staggering and stunning of enemies. The other two upgrades in the second column have such small effects that they're basically unnoticeable, but since you can't stagger in PvP, I'd use single point sling because high caliber rounds basically has no effect in PvP. Red Death probably isn't going to turn any heads in PvE, but it is a rock solid weapon nonetheless, keeping you alive and active thanks to its main bonus. It's great for the Crota fight for you sword bearers out there, or for anyone who needs a quick heal. With the recent buff, it's 10% stronger than it was, but I don't think this moves it into the S tier of weapons. It's definitely a better weapon than what it was, but it is by no means the absolute best. It being a pulse rifle means it does have some inefficiency since it fires 3 rounds, and sometimes these shots will go to waste. On the PvP side of things, it is a fantastic mid-range weapon, but falters a little bit outside of that range. It doesn't fire fast enough to interrupt long-range opponents, and it ends up getting outmatched in closer ranges by hand cannons, although most weapons do. It rewards highly accurate players with quick kills, but really penalizes those who miss shots or even players who get more body shots than headshots, more so than other weapons. Those who are very accurate can be more aggressive players, especially with the health regeneration bonus, but more average players should stick to the mid-range role and use it more like a scout rifle, although a slightly more aggressive one. With the buff, Red Death is definitely among the top tier and elite tier of weaponry in Destiny, doing a lot of things right and not too many things wrong, and is more than capable of performing in all areas of the game. Should you find yourself lucky enough to have one, with conservative and tactical play, it will not let you down. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.